What's up, BS Discover? How you doing? I know it's been a moment. I hope you've been discovering. I hope you've been discovering what you want to do in life. Now, this is my can I help you get up? Can I pick you up? This is this serious. Because as we grow and change, we go through distance changes. Distance change is when others at distance, whether good or bad, is in your way. And you have to make certain decisions. You have to become aware. Just because I move from point A to point B doesn't mean I will survive. If I'm unaware of the distance change, there's a distance. I'm no longer at A, I'm at B now. Now, what do I need here that's going to help me survive? Now, when I left certain situations, just growing on my own, I was able to keep a certain status to where I knew I can always come back to. Whether I survive or not, I'm at this status. I'm not falling too far. But yet you never fell. It was the distance that made the change. Because when you went to B, there was no good in B, but bad waiting for you. And that also is change. It's a growth change. It's a knowledge change. And sometimes when we make them distance change, we need support. Now I remember even when I made distance change and I left one situation to another, I went to counseling. Some of you, when you make them distance changes, you have to go to counseling because it changes you. You went through something. And whatever you went through, it has to be dealt with. It has to be discussed. You have to let it go. Where there's somebody else who understands and who can give you good feedback, making sure that you're making the right choices. And the best thing I learned is being alone. Because when I'm alone, I'm able to achieve more. I don't have to worry about that distance. Here we go, the distance of change. Okay, I went from A to B. I'm married, or I got a boyfriend, or you got a girlfriend, or you have a new job, or you have a new school. There are changes. It's not going to be easy. Are you going to be able to make it? Because whatever you went through in A can still be at B waiting on you. And it's hard when I know and I want better. But if I don't know that there's been a change in what better is for me, because what you think could be better for you may not be. But what you go through in that change from A to B will let you know if it's better for you. Because maybe it's good, maybe it looks all good, but maybe the people don't want you there. Maybe people don't really care to help you, so you're not going to get that A change. Or you have to deal with other issues. I can't help myself. If I'm coming and I'm by myself just to jump into something and not knowing what I'm jumping into. But if I'm by myself, I can work on the things that I need to work on. So when obstacles come my way, I'm able to see it. And I'm able to deal with it. But if I'm dealing with me, and I'm dealing with him, and I'm dealing with her, and I'm dealing with job and other things without being able to communicate to others what I want and what I expect. And it doesn't have to be, it could be with your counselor, somebody who's capable. Because a lot of counselors, therapists, professionals Go to counseling. You'll be surprised. And it's only to verify that I'm saying I'm okay. But the changes can make me not okay if I'm unaware. If I don't know, there's nothing wrong with not knowing. What is wrong is when I know and I make no change. So I tell you people, whenever you want to move, to escalate, it's best to do it alone. And alone means I'm alone, but I'm going to grab what tools there is to help me survive. And you're going to find when you go from distance A to B, that sometimes the people that you expect to help you, there may be one or two that changes the decision that is made in your life for change. But it has nothing to do with you. Don't lose you. Hold on. You're going to find your space. You're going to find your place. It's a learning process. A distance, a change. This is a new change for you. You deal with all kind of attitudes. Some attitude may not be for you. It could be the whole uniform. But you won't know that until you know what it is to understand distance and change. And have somebody verify what you know it should be. And once that counselor verified what it should be, they know you there's nothing wrong with you. But there's something wrong in people accepting what you want to do with your change. So I'm giving this video today because a lot of people count on change. A lot of people think they're ready for change. A lot of people follow change. Follow other people who change, who's trying to change. But sometimes the change isn't for you if you don't have that tool. You don't know what that person did, or who that person communicated with, who supported that person to get through that step. Even though we're by ourselves, we're not alone, we have tools. And the most thing that anyone, if you care about people in life, when you make change and when people take you through just to prove you are able to survive, you have to be able to know that I am willing to allow people to teach me. You have to give every person a chance. And that's how you're going to know whether the person was for you or not. Just like recently I needed some things done. And I went out there, I get my service, I go to the resources. And when somebody told me something was guaranteed to me, and I did not receive it, somebody told me it wasn't for me. What was I to do? Am I to trust this whole uniform? It could not be the uniform, but the people in it, who may not be for you. But look at all the time that was wasted because I trusted. So I have to remove myself, regardless of what rumors may be, to put myself in position to be where I know you could have put me. But you really wasn't for me. So even though it looked like you don't like to finish things, but you do because you finished, you got what you needed to survive. Because if I would not have this, I could not survive. I could have all the education in the world. I could have the job in the world, but I needed this foundation. Without this foundation, it would not support the very things that are around me. And that's what a lot of you need to focus on. So when I say get up from the cardboard, get up find yourself a mattress. Somewhere that's yours. But you can't do it alone. And you can't mimic someone. You have to know yourself. Because each and every one of us have something divine in us that we can continue to move on. Now, some of the people that I've seen that moved, they may have not made it here, but the attitude and the change, because they were willing to get up. They developed certain attitudes. It's not that easy to tell them what to do. That's a change. That's a distance change. You made the distance. You didn't make the overall, but there was change in you did not see. You are not the same person you was before because you got up. That's positive one. Don't worry about, I lost this, I lost that. You can get it back, and when you get it back, you're going to get it back even better because it was a learning experience. You have to look and say, what did I do? Was I thinking about me? What was the issue between this distance change from A to B? What did not allow me to stay at B or grow? What I told you, I had to make certain choices. And I had to have the biggest thing, when you know you are a blessed person, when you know that you get your way, when you go after things, and the only distance now is the competition. And I always tell you, there's good competition and there's bad. But it's where you want to go. I want to go good with mine. But I'm sharing this because as I was able to make certain notations and allow others to be themselves around me without judgment, without cause, because that's what you need for support. I need someone to hear me out who's not going to judge me, but yet understand me. Understand it's me who needs to develop. I know that it would be nice to have this and have that, but how strong is the foundation that I build for myself? I'm strong. So once I become strong, if something does come in my life, if I do receive this or receive that, it's better for me to understand whether it's good or bad for me. Even though you're going through changes, you're going through changes that is going to allow you to grow. Now, everybody ain't going to be for you on that growth, but you got to go for yours. Because you know what you want. Don't let nobody stop you from what you want. But know how to get it and how to protect yourself. Because you're always going to need an individual to verify what you're trying to accomplish. That it's good, it's not bad. And that person also remind you and throw it back at you whenever you fall short. So on this is just a wake-up call. Because a lot of people did wake up and there was changes. And you may have not received that. But the change you did get was a wake-up call on you. You're not the same individual. You are different now. You're shining bright. You have something to talk about. Oh yes, guess what my experience is in 2025. I had this, even if it was for a minute, a week, a second, I had this. I accomplished this. And if I did it once, I can do it again. But what was it that took it away? And once you get that distance, whether it was something that was in your way, whether it was something that you wanted, whether it was something that you was fighting for, maybe it was an attachment to you. Maybe it was helping a family member. And sometimes you have to move away from that because they're grown. They're grown. They're responsible for their own. as a husband and wife, they grown, they got their own this, they got their own that. They handling their situations. But don't take on the situation if your situation can't take on the situation and the change. That's going to allow you to fall back. I want to see you move. Now the next time, we're going to talk that financial change, that financial bond. I got a couple of days before my birthday. I made some promises for Valentine's Day that I wanted. I was able to make that promises. I wanted to be a certain place. I was able to be there. And I'm going to tell you, you'd be amazed that sometimes you don't even have the finances. But if you have the knowledge, the finances there, they say it's easy to get rich. Don't mimic somebody. Take your time and get there. Do it on you. Because that person, that wife and that husband may not have the same what ideas that you have. And there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying go against him or anything. But it's okay to be yourself. It's okay because a respectable person, if I'm in a relationship, I'm going to respect you having your own opinion. What's wrong with having your own opinion, doing different jobs, being different bosses? That's when the distance of a wife, a husband, a girlfriend, a lover, a partner, a friend can understand the distance between A and B. You can make it, I can make it. Until next time, go be as discovered. And power up to those who made it. I see you out there. You made it. You're going to lose some things. It's only a test. It doesn't happen overnight. Some of you got finances. You're trying to jump to a job. You got to finance. A lot of people can't even find jobs. Take that finance. Work that finance. Take time. You can't jump overnight. You want to know where you're going. You want to have a plan. Sit with somebody. Get a plan. Somebody who understands you. Because trust me, I did not do this alone. That's a scar I had from medication they wanted to give me. And I told them I can't. Twice they tried to give me medications. I can't. I'm fighting for other things, other areas that can help medicate. Medication isn't it. Maybe some natural form of medication that the government is getting into. Like medical marijuana or something like that. Who knows? But what is instilled in you should be instilled in you. And what is promised to you will be given to you. But you got to be patient. Because the fight is real. The battle is real. Especially when you're not the only one in the battle. Until next time, keep be as discovered, as I'm so proud of so many. Until next time, peace out.